Sitka currently has 3 different options for lightweight pants on their website. I'm going to run you through them real quick and try and help you decide which ones you should buy because it's kind of hard to tell on their website. We'll start with the Traverse Pant. This is going to come in at about $160. That weighs 17 ounces and it's going to be a pretty straightforward pant. If you look at the materials used, it's just going to be a single fabric and it's quite stretchy. I'd say that's what's significant about these pants, is how stretchy the fabric is. And then it's going to be cool, it's going to be breathable, and it's going to be fairly durable. These are my personal pants and they've held up quite well. As far as features go, you've got 2 zippered thigh pockets, your 2 standard pockets on the left and right, and then you've got reinforcement here and here for a pocket knife. On the back, you've got 1 zippered pocket. As far as application goes, I would take these pants on just about any warm weather hunt. However, it would seldom be my first choice. The noise that this fabric makes, I would say, is moderate. So there's better options out there for an archery pant, as well as the fit is a little loose for me, right around the thigh especially. So they're a little baggier than I'd like and a little noisier than I'd like for an archery application. For a rifle application, it'd be just fine. Moving on to the Equinox Guard Pant, this is going to be about $250, so quite a bit more expensive, but it's going to weigh 13.5 ounces. So this is an incredibly lightweight pant. It's also called the Equinox Guard because it's designed to repel bugs, so you have some added features that I'll walk you through. I'll start with the fabrics used. As you can see, it's kind of got this grid pattern, and it's just a raised polyester within, and what that does is it allows more airflow, so it stops the fabric from sitting flat on your skin. And these pants really do a great job at staying cool in very warm weather. This is a fully polyester pant and it is treated with polygene, so that should keep the scent down a bit. As far as features, you've got your standard left and right pocket with very thin mesh liners that again help keep the pant cool. You've got 1 pocket here for a pocket knife, and then on either side of the thigh there are zippered pockets, but these are not very deep, and honestly I don't find myself using these pockets very often. There's no pockets on the butt, however, you do have hip zips. And I am a big fan of hip zips. These ones in particular do have a mesh liner because they're designed to keep out the bugs. I find that restricts airflow just a bit, but in hot weather, I'm taking anything I can get. Probably the most unique thing about these pants is the internal gaiter, they call it. So if you look here, there is a stretchy liner that's meant to go underneath your sock, and then obviously the pant goes up and around that. That's just going to be one more added layer of protection to keep bugs from crawling up your leg, whether it's ticks, chiggers, or just regular spiders. Now this pant is not very stretchy, but the fit of this pant and comfort overall is probably my favorite out of any pant that Sitka offers. On the website, it looks like the Traverse and the Equinox Guard have a very similar profile. You'd think they'd have a similar fit. They don't, in my opinion. The Equinox Guard is a slimmer, more athletic fit. It moves with your body a little bit better with the different gussets that it has, and I've been really pleased with the way that these pants feel and look on me. I can't speak too much personally for the bug repellency properties. I've only used them once in tick country, but I didn't have any issues, and I think in general it's not a bad thing to have that added protection. Now moving on to what is one of Sitka's most expensive pants. This is the Intercept Pant. And again, it's designed to be a warm weather pant, so at a price tag of $289, it seems a little outrageous for a simple pair of pants. But this isn't really a simple pair of pants. There's quite a few features, and I'll walk you through them real quick. To start, you're going to notice a similar look as the Equinox Guard Pant. It's going to be a raised merino though, with a nylon outer, whereas the Equinox Guard is all polyester. So that merino is going to do a better job at mitigating odor, and then the nylon is going to be quite a bit more durable when being used in heavy brush. It's a little more difficult to see on the camo option, but you do have a standard pocket here and here, as well as a quiet close buttoned pocket on either thigh, here and here. There is nothing on the butt. However, once again, we have hip zips. These hip zips, however, are going to be a little bit longer than the Equinox Guard, and they don't have mesh. So I've found that these dump heat really, really well. They're also placed a little further back, so it's not going to be right on your hip, like right on the side. It's going to be a little more back towards your butt, and that does keep out some of the brush and debris as you're walking through the trees. These pants do also have the option for a removable knee pad, and I believe it's Sitka's only lightweight offering that gives you that. So if you're going to be archery hunting in September and you like knee pads, which I do, this is kind of your only option from Sitka. One thing I will note about the knee pad is that when you get it, it's going to be a full size, fairly thin but durable piece of foam. It's not going to articulate with your knee as well as I'd like it to. I ended up cutting some little notches in here, as you can see. And that worked really well. It made it a little more breathable, and it allows it to conform. I don't know if you can see that. It allows it to conform to your knee nicely. One thing I like about this knee pad option is, of course, number one, they're removable. And some guys don't like knee pads. You can pull them out, and this mesh is actually thin enough that you don't even notice that the sleeve is there. Number two is that they stay put. So if you've used pants with knee pads before, a lot of times that knee pad will kind of move around and move away from the pressure point, which is where you need it most. They designed this sleeve to be pretty good in terms of keeping that knee pad right where it's supposed to be. Now, I do have one other gripe with these pants, aside from the knee pads being as large as they were, and that is this hip pocket has a smaller pocket within. And I believe that's designed to hold a cell phone or something. What I found is that I would always end up going into that smaller pocket instead of the bigger one. And if I'm in a hurry and I'm putting stuff in my pocket that I need to get out again, it's like a weird double layer. You kind of don't know what's going on. I would cut that out if I were you. One last thing about these pants is the length seemed to be adequate, so I didn't feel like I needed gaiters while I was hunting, which is a plus for me, especially in that warm weather. So comparing this again to the Equinox Guard and the Traverse, this pant is going to be a little bit warmer, a little more windproof than the rest of these, but still plenty breathable. It'll also be a little more durable. So for an archery hunter, this really is a fantastic pant in my opinion, and I think I would take it over either of these for just about any archery hunt. That being said, the Equinox Guard, really great all-around pant for warmer weather, for anything with bugs, and as an everyday pant, I wear it all the time. The Traverse, because of the fit, I'm probably not going to lean towards it that often. Also the noise, but it's also more affordable, and it's a simple, straightforward pant that doesn't have a bunch of features that some find annoying. So hopefully this helps clear up some of the options on the website, help you make a good purchasing decision. If you are interested in any of these pants, we do sell them at gearful.com.